What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here from Puma Plow playing some more Farming Simulator 25. We are back on Iowa Plainsview. Let's get to it. All right, so the first thing today, I know that we are currently not feeding our cows. We're letting the barn we're processing the milk. Is kind of the strat. But I feel like we should probably still go grab some more alfalfa because it's just sitting over here. It's ready to harvest. It's good to go. So I think we're going to do a round of mowing and baling real quick. And then we'll get on with our fast time. Eventually we'll have barley to harvest today. And I'm assuming we'll get to corn today too. We'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us. You never know. We could do some random contracts or something. Who knows where the wind will take us today, but that's okay. That's kind of the adventure, you know? Kind of like when we're playing Minecraft. Like, yeah, I have rough things I'd like to get done on stream, but for the most part, it's like, oh, let's just go have fun. And I think that's a really good way to look at that game, at least right now, is let's just go have fun. If we get projects done, we get projects done. If we don't, well, that's okay too. Because, like, are we having fun? That's what matters. All right, do a little swathing. Get this cleaned up. Yeah, does a creeper pop up and blow up the thing you just built? Yeah, you know. It happens. Oh, man, it happens. What's up, Sean? Daytona duels are tonight? Really? That's cool. That's exciting. I might have to try to watch that. I might have to. That's pretty awesome. It's hard to believe that, like, you know, the Super Bowl happened and then boom, it's like, boom, we're right back to NASCAR. Like, time's flying. Time is definitely flying. And at the same time, it's not, you know. Like, it's flying, but I don't know. It's weird. I know they say the older you get, the faster time goes, and I would 1000% agree with that statement. So 1000% would agree with that statement. Time be flying, chat. Time be flying. All right, so let's sit down. We don't want to get too much grass. It really doesn't matter for what we're doing if it's alfalfa or grass. So since we're making it into silage, it doesn't matter. Just throwing it out there. That's all right. So I built a tree farm last night in our Minecraft server, and Dan was there with me. I asked him to come help me. I wanted him to run the farm so I could kind of watch it run and just, you know, check it out. From, like, not the one running the farm's perspective, you know, and stand there running the farm. And it's not much of a farm. It was a pretty easy build. Only took a few minutes. But Dan's running the thing, and all of a sudden he gets hit by a creeper. He done blew up like a third of the farm. Like, at basically the redstone kind of part, kind of the redstone. Blew it all up. So I guess tomorrow on stream, we'll rebuild the tree farm. Probably won't run the tree farm a lot, because, yeah. But probably rebuild the tree farm. And we got some other projects. I need to work on tic-tac-toe for a couple hours, probably. I'll probably work on tic-tac-toe until I'm like, my brain's kind of shot of that project, and then I'll go do something else for a while. But, yeah, I need to definitely work on that. But it was quite funny. And I was like, hey, come check out this thing I built. Boom. Oh. Well, I'm going to bed. It wasn't a rage quit. It was more of a, I'm disappointed, you know? It was a disappointment quit. I didn't actually quit, but I was basically done playing after that. I was like, I got something else I need to do. I don't know what that something else is, but I got something else I need to be doing. Oh gosh. It was quite funny though, actually. Quite funny. Man, I haven't actually, I haven't mowed this alfalfa in a while, I feel like. Just saying. Rats. USA hockey in a bit. Is that on today? Oh, that's right. You said something to Kimmy about it last night, Trent. What's up? Right. USA hockey, huh? I don't know if you wanted me to like name any US like hockey. I don't think I could name a single US hockey player that's like current. I don't think I could name a single one. So. Yeah. Welcome in. What's going on, by the way? What's poppin'? What is poppin'? Oh, man. Canada won today. I would hope Canada would win their games until they play us. Then we got to stop them. But, you know, that's okay. Hopefully we do anyway. I don't know. I have not been keeping up with the Olympics. I mean, I didn't see it live, but I saw like Lindsey Vohn's crash. I've seen like 3 seconds of curling. And I want to say that's all I've seen. I didn't watch any of the opening ceremonies. Dad watched it all. I was surprised he watched it all. I think he napped through most of it. He had it turned on. Let's put it that way. Beyond that, yeah, no, I haven't been watching any of it. I do enjoy the curling. Curling's fun. Oh, I guess I did see a few minutes of, what was on yesterday? Oh, figure skating was on when we were at the farm. We turned that on for a little bit. But, like, I wasn't really paying attention to it, so. Guy that played yesterday was part of the Blues. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, if nothing else, chat, the other day I finally did, we talk about it here. No spoilers still, of course. But I finally did finish Fallout and, the Game of Thrones. I finally finished those. I finally was like, hey, I'm going to carve out some time and watch that. I did that Tuesday night. So that was good. That was good to get that done. And now I understand that post that Jeff made the other day in Discord about Fallout. So I understand that a little more now. We'll just leave it at that. Because I'm not gonna lie, Jeff, I was really confused about that at first. There was more questions than there were answers, but it got answered with that episode. So I understand. But that was good to get that done. I don't have any like TV series that I'm watching now, so that's an okay thing. I have a lot of YouTube I could catch up on, so I got plenty of stuff. Or I just sit here and play Minecraft till 4 o'clock in the morning like I did Tuesday night. Yeah. It was one of those things where I watched Fallout and I watched Game of Thrones. Actually, I watched Game of Thrones first, then I watched Fallout. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to work on this tic-tac-toe board for a few minutes, you know. And the next thing I knew, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I should probably go to bed. Yeah. So needless to say, I've been exhausted since then. So yesterday I was so tired yesterday, but anyway, it's whatever. I do it to myself, so. Yeah, Adam, it's going. How are you? Welcome in. So last night I was only on Minecraft till like, I don't know, maybe midnight, you know. I was like, that's enough time for me. Gotta go sleep. Oh boy. Chat, we might have to get rid of this alfalfa, by the way. This alfalfa is murdering my PC right now. Although I'm still maintaining almost 60 frames, but we're at like 99 to 100% GPU usage right now. And it's only when we're around alfalfa. That's crazy. Should I start baling chaff instead? Should we bale chaff? Does our baler do chaff? Our baler does chaff. Should I just plant it in corn? And yeah. No, it's not good at all. And it's only when I'm around this alfalfa. This alfalfa is tough. I don't remember it being this bad on Alma. I mean, same guy made the map, so I assume his alfalfa is the same. But this stuff does look taller. But watch, if I just go out here just past the alfalfa field, 57% on my GPU. So like, power consumption drops, the heat in this room drops like that fast, you know? Oh boy, this alfalfa cooks. It's kind of crazy. Hopefully it stops when I get it all like mowed. But yeah, we're back to 100% GPU now. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like seeing my GPU at 100. It's like, I don't like that. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. And it's farm sim too. I mean, obviously it's using 4 gigs of RAM. Yeah, all the GPU. All the GPU. So yeah. Yeah. Plus my PC, I know it needs to be cleaned right now too. It does it on your 5080 as well. Ooh. So that's how you keep warm in the winter. You just go stand in an alfalfa field. Keeps your whole house warm, right? Yep. That's what I thought. I knew it. Oh man, it's like, no, we're not using AI to warm up the oceans. We're using alfalfa and farm sim. Warm them suckers right up. That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, I have my AC on right now. It's 55 degrees outside. I have my AC on in this room because, well, if I didn't, I'd be roasted. Especially being around this alfalfa, it would be very warm in here if I didn't have the AC on. It's not really like running, but it's on, you know. There, I mentioned my AC. Mark it off your bingo card, chat. I said it. I said what I said. Yeah, it's only using like 160 watts right now, so it's barely turning right now. But yeah, it's all good. Oh, yeah. But that's okay. I guess we'll, we'll be away from this, or the alfalfa will be all mowed here in a second, so. My graphics are on like very high custom. The custom part is like the beacon reflectivity. Yeah. Yeah, I got it cranked up. Betcha. Quality. I don't have a quality issue. I feel like I think the game looks pretty solid, and the like I'm still getting enough frames where I'm okay. I don't think I need to like turn it down, you know. As long as I'm getting realistically, as long as I'm getting over 30 frames, I kind of don't care, right? Because once you start getting below 30, I know this is the PC snob in me talking, but like you can start to notice it. You know? Let's see if it changes. Oh, I mean, it should. Yeah, if I turned it down. I mean, here, even if I just do... even if I just turn that down to 30, I'm not going to mess with all my settings, but I'll turn that down. So yeah, I mean, we're running 49% GPU right now. It was 100% a second ago. So just even turning my frame limit down, you know, Yeah. Yeah. So as long as, I mean, it's only when I'm around this alfalfa. So once this is mowed, I'll turn it back up and we'll see what it does, you know? It's wild, yeah. Yeah, and it's not like I'm trying to run, you know, in like 4K or 120, you know, frames or anything. Just 60. That's all I want. I don't need more than that. But man, I can tell a difference right now in just how the game looks. I don't know if you guys can, but I don't like I like it set to the 60. Personally, I think it looks better. Okay, so is it just the alfalfa field in general? Because, well, that now that it's mowed, we're only down to like 88% on the GPU instead of 100. So, I mean, we're getting better. I don't know. It's funny. $2K, 14. Yeah, that's what I'm running, is 1440. I mean, oh, hello. I can't run more than that anyway because I don't have a 4K monitor, so I have a 1440 monitor. Clover does it too. Oh, dang. Well, we might, I mean, I could seriously see putting, just put corn here and chaff it. I plant corn everywhere else. I might as well plant corn here too, right? I mean, realistically, since I'm immediately turning this into silage, and I can still bale the chaff. Where am I going? I don't want this over here. I want this over yonder. Hello. Power slide? Oh, hello? You turn too sharp with this thing. It does that sometimes. But yeah, we might just actually do that. Rip the alfalfa up and plant corn there instead. I mean, I'm always down for more corn, you know? 'Cause it's corn. It's got the big clump, you know, we can plant corn right now. Still plant corn. I had to look. I wasn't sure. We can still plant corn, so we might do that. What's another field of corn, right? Now, the only thing is, if we do this, actually, we probably can't do this yet. I can't do it until I can get a harvester on sale, a forage harvester. There's a head for a John Deere. I can't buy the John Deere, though. That's right. Never mind. I forgot. Another John Deere header on sale. Crud. So maybe it'll be our plan eventually, but we can't do it for a little while. That's what I'm thinking. Bring in the tiny truck. Oh man. Tiny truck army. I'm down for that always. What am I looking for, chat? A tractor. That's what I'm looking for, a tractor. Pokemon, I choose you. Betcha. Oh wait, fence. Is this 1050? Is it 10? No, 942. I thought this was a 1050 this whole time. 942. I choose you. Yeah. Okay, I was hoping that was kind of slick. Actually, the front weight saved me right there, I think. Let's go. All right, we'll get this over here. We'll grab a loading wagon, and then we got to get our baler out with the little Massey. Which, I mean, hey, it runs it, so fits it ships, you know. If it fits, it ships. So yeah. Can I buy the adapter? I could if it was on sale. The only thing about that adapter, Chris, is it takes a crap load of horsepower. Yeah, that's not what this is, by the way. That's I call it a snowblower. Picks up everything. Chris is talking about the thing that I scrolled past. Chris is talking about where's that at? Is that actually under harvester? It is. Chris is talking about this doodad here. So this goes on the front of a tractor, or if you had like a reverse drive one. Farmer Farmer, what's going on, man? How you doing today? And then you put your head on here. The problem is this thing takes 375 horsepower. 375 horsepower. I don't think, I mean, that's technically that modded Massey's a 400 horsepower tractor. That would barely barely run that thing. Okay, we have this tractor at 415. It would do it. It would not like it probably. But if it comes up on sale, yeah, I mean, that could be our option, sure. I'm doing all right, doing good. Just, you know, farming, staying up way too late, playing Minecraft, almost every night. So, last night wasn't too bad. Yeah, last night wasn't that bad. Boy, Tuesday night, whew, I was in the server active till about 4. That makes for a late night. I mean, you know, just lying. But it just means I'm having fun, and that's okay. I'm enjoying Minecraft right now, and I'm just having fun, man. You know? I'm just having fun with it. True, Jeff. True. I believe we got a solid header. Yeah. Going to bed as you were getting up, Sean? Probably. I think I actually, by the time I like wound down, you know, because it takes a little time sometimes to wind down. It was 5 o'clock before I actually got in bed. Like, it was kind of late. All right. It was kind of late. But that's okay. The only person that really like ultimately hurts is me. It's, you know, I'm just tired of that. Oh man, yeah. I would use the I would try the adapter on the front of the tractor. I mean, I'm here to do different things, you know. And that's definitely different. I normally wouldn't use that. So I would try that. I would go that route if it pops up on sale. Yeah, I would definitely try it out. Now the only thing with that is I don't believe you don't, because I think what you have to do, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you have to say, okay, this takes 375 horsepower plus, and this is where I could be wrong, but plus, like, you know, well, maybe not. See, that one says it takes 500. So is that plus the 380 and the 500 combined? Because like I wouldn't have. I mean, I could run like. I mean, this thing says it takes 375. So like, there's no that would. I don't know what tractor you'd even put that on then. Maybe you don't combine those numbers. Because I know if you have like a front mower and a back mower, you know, you have to combine the horsepower to know what horsepower you should have for your tractor, right? But I don't know on that if you need to combine horsepower or not. Do you think what I'm doing is I am bailing it, farmer. That's the thing. I am actually bailing it. I'm using the stationary baler. It's just a personal preference thing at this point, yeah. Like 100%. 100% personal preference. I don't know. I wanted to use the stationary baler this time. Just something a little bit different, you know. So ultimate goal is, yeah, I'm still bailing. It is being bailed ultimately and turned into silage, so the end result's the same. It's just how do you count to 10, you know? So yeah. Mike, enjoy your alert while you work. I appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Maybe that is, chat. Somebody's outside. Who are you? Oh, they were over at the neighbor's house, so I'm just being nosy now. I got you, farmer. But yeah, no, the end result is baling. Is this better than using a round baler and just or just a baler in the field? No, I mean, this is one more step. You know, it takes an extra piece of equipment, or you know, oh god. Wait, this is locked. Okay, I was like, why is this bullying me so bad? James, what's going on? Plugger, what's going on? Welcome in. How are y'all doing today? All right, my axles were locked on this trailer. It was taking me for a ride, and like not in a good way. Golly, not like a Sunday drive through a cornfield or through, you know, farmland. That was wild. Absolutely wild, chat. All right, let's go. My trailer needs a capacity enhancement. I have one of those on here, Plugger. Oh, no. James, that sucks, man. You lost all your stuff. Oh, brother, that's not good, James. You had like full netherite stuff too, didn't you? Oh, that's the worst. That is the worst. Oh, man. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I have TNT if you need TNT. I'll give you a shulker box or two. If you need it. If you want it. That's rough. Although I saw a video on TikTok, probably, where a guy was mining for ancient debris, and he was using a gas. He would have a gas. He had a gas like trapped somehow, and the thing was shooting at him, and then he would just get out of the way of the fire charge or whatever, and then it would just go behind him and blow up the wall. And he was just digging a tunnel using a gas to as the explodey bit. It was hilarious. I was like, this is a great idea. Oh yeah. Minecraft is wildly popular, yeah. Oh yeah. I kind of go back and forth on Minecraft Farmer. Like sometimes it mostly for me, I guess if I have projects that I want to build and there's not people in my server that are full of drama, I don't do drama, right? And there used to be, back in the day, I actually swore off Minecraft and said I was never going to play the game again, and it was mostly just because of the people that I was playing Minecraft with at the time were nothing but drama. And so that's why I kind of swore it off, and now that we're back for the second like February in a row on the same server, I'm just having a ball with it. It's so much fun. I've been enjoying the some of the builds that we're doing and stuff, and like we're building a functional tic-tac-toe game, which is just weird, but whatever, it's fun. I built a tree farm last night, like kind of an auto tree farm thing, and then promptly it got blown up by a creeper, but it was still fun. The other thing that's been really enjoyable this time playing Minecraft is having some of the guys are like not as familiar with Minecraft. So it's kind of fun, like teaching like the things, you know, sharing my knowledge of Minecraft. I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't, but it's still really fun to be able to like share my knowledge and you know, the like teach a man to fish kind of thing, and you know, and like watch them just living their life in Minecraft. Like, it's fun. I don't know, it's a good time. So I've been enjoying this play of Minecraft this time. So well, last year too was fun, but we're back on our same world that we were on last year, which we normally don't do. Normally, or in the past, I would always start a new world whenever I wanted to play, but it was kind of cool to go back to it and, like, you know, load up the old world. It was a good time. So it was a good time. Or is. The max on console for bales is 250. Really? Doesn't that building hold 250? Or does the building, do they count if they're in the building? Because that building holds 250 that I'm putting bales in right now. At least I'm pretty sure it does. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, 250 doesn't seem like a lot, but unfortunately, there are a lot of drawbacks. That's one of them, I would say, with console farming. They, I guess because the consoles just can't handle it, so they had to put lots of limitations on there. But yeah, interesting. 250, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to look. This building might hold 240. 240, 250, something like that. Crazy though. Like on the map on the field. That's yeah. You have somebody could teach you the redstone stuff. Try to make a door but failed. I gotcha. Yeah, sometime if we're on, I can help you out. I'm not like the biggest Minecraft or the redstone guru, but yeah, this one's 250. Or honestly, a really good resource for redstone is Mumbo Jumbo on YouTube. He's got some older videos, but a lot of that stuff still works. I might have looked up some Mumbo stuff the other day, actually, when I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna make the brain, we'll call it, of the tic-tac-toe board work. I went with a thing I saw on a Mumbo video. So yeah, there's probably a better way, but that's the way I want to do it. So that's the way I'm gonna do it, chat. You know, just saying. It's all good. But well, you guys, if you tune in tomorrow for Minecraft at 3 p.m. Central, you'll get to see some of that stuff. I need to probably put at least a few hours tomorrow on the tic-tac-toe board. I don't know that I'm not gonna get it fully functional tomorrow, probably, unless I work on it the whole time. But I'll probably work on it for a little bit and then go find something else to do. I do want to build that raid farm tomorrow too, so I'm gonna pick out a location for that probably tonight off stream, and get our materials gathered and stuff like that for building it tomorrow. That's all right. Come on, Bessie. Alright, but yeah, there's like a million different ways you could do a door. Do a secret door, or you could do all kinds of goodies. Just a button, just a lever on the inside, or so many different ways. Oh man. So many different. We could have a. Oh, okay, we're just missing. Have a double piston extender. That would make no sense for a door, but anyway. It's all good. Alright, another load of alfalfa. I think I am going to plow this alfalfa up, though. Because it's still using, like, almost 100% of my GPU when I'm in that field. And then instantly it goes down to 70 over here. So I was thinking it was just like when the alfalfa was grown and kind of the way it sways and stuff. But I don't think it is. I think it's the actual, like, alfalfa in general. It's crazy. But it kind of cooks. Now, you know, if it was one of those cold snaps that we had a while back, I'd probably plant the whole map in alfalfa. You know, when it was below zero here, that would have been a good idea. You know, I think we would, and I know that this isn't like a crazy stat to some of you, because, you know, if you live up north or whatever, but I think we went, Dad said something about like 11 days. I think we went 11 days roughly without being above freezing. And again, I know to anybody in the north, that's nothing. But for us in St. Louis, that's crazy. It's like 11 days or something like that with, yeah, out going above 32. That's wild for us. I mean, we had snow on the ground for like 2.5 weeks. There was still, like, obviously in, like, you know, your grocery store parking lots and stuff, there's still big piles of snow. But just like, I can still see snow across the street, actually, where the guy piled it up next to his driveway. It was like almost 70 degrees here the other day. So, kind of funny. Busted buttons on the inside and outside. They're gonna close it for like 3 seconds. Yeah, you need a okay. You probably need one of those latches that I was building. Maybe not though. I have to think about that one, because the yeah, the buttons produce a temporary pulse of electricity, for lack of a better term. Let's see though, if you want the ability to like close it from the outside and leave it shut when you're not there, and then come back to your house and then hit the button to open it, you might have to put 2 buttons in, an open button and a close button. Like 2 buttons inside, 2 buttons outside, maybe. There's probably another way to do that, though. Yeah. Probably another way to... I'd have to look into that one. Because honestly, you could just make it function like the tic-tac-toe board in a way. Where if you push a button, it just changes the state, and then if you push the other button, it changes the state again. But if you're wanting to go outside and hit the button when you leave, yeah, it might be a little more involved. Might be a little more involved, yeah. Oh goodness! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Can't have a skipper chat. Although Kimmy's not here to yell at me, so it's all good. All good. It was funny last night. So A certain Kimmy has been getting annoyed or whatever. I don't know, but we'll say angry because it makes the story better. If I'd like jump into Minecraft, say on Tuesday night off stream, and I'm like live in Discord, she gets annoyed if I don't invite her to the adventure, right? Which is fine, whatever. It's funny. So last night I was gonna adventure in Minecraft a little bit, so I sent her an invite in Discord to the stream because I was live in Discord, and I think she like joined eventually, and she was watching. Then she came in TeamSpeak. She's like, "Well, I wasn't invited to TeamSpeak." It's like, okay, it was funny. Did someone leave a skipper? No, I got it. I didn't leave it. No skippers left behind. Okay, I got it. But it was amusing that I sent her the invite. She knew we were adventuring. She was more than welcome to come join us, but she didn't. Just saying. That's alright. It was funny though. It was amusing. No skippers here. Crap, as I'm literally leaving skippers. Calms down and combs beard back to normal shape. Is your beard mad at me? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Chris, I haven't even used the land all today, okay? I mean, come on. Just saying. Puts it all out and put blocks in. I got you. I could mess with it and build you like an example somewhere. Like, I'm not gonna build it for you, but I'll build an example and then you can like copy and paste it. Because you're gonna need some kind of switched, some kind of like redstone circuit to do what you want to do. So yeah. Actually, that could work. I don't know. I have some ideas. Oh, we get the old idea machine going. Look out, y'all. It's never a good thing. The idea machine, chat. Oh boy. Oh, so y'all know we were working on our side by side. I talked about that last week. You know, with the water in the tires. Which clearly means there's a hole in the tire. Even though we've never put air in the tires in like the 7 years we've had the thing. Anyway, so we took one of the hubs off. And the drive shaft that goes from the rear end down to there. And we think our CV joints are fine in that drive shaft. But in the hub, you know, you got a bearing. And so, of course, then you have seals. Well, we knocked one of the seals out yesterday. And, man, those seals are so shot. I don't think that's what was causing our noise, obviously. Because the bearing looks brand new. The grease in the bearing looks brand new, okay? The bearing looks really good. But the seals, man, of course, they're like rubbery. So, that, you know, it was so dried up and cracked. And it's like, oh, man. Definitely not what's causing our noise, but definitely getting replaced, you know? So that's where we're at with that thing. I wanted to rip the other side apart, and Dad said no. He wants to put the thing back together and then drive it around and try to listen for the noise. And I'm like, shouldn't we keep performing surgery on this thing? Shouldn't we keep tearing into it until we find what's wrong? As loud and as like grinding as this thing actually sounds when it's like doing its thing, I would assume the whatever's wrong will be blatantly obvious, you know? a bearing's out or something's wrong somewhere. And I would think just because of how loud this thing is when it's doing its thing, it should be really easy to figure out, like when we get to that part, like, oh, that's it right there, you know? So I'm adamantly against putting it back together. I don't think we have enough grip apart yet to put it back together. Because, you know, we took the left rear tire off. Well, what if the right rear has a bad bearing in it? He doesn't want to, like, even look. So we're going to put it all back together and go drive it around. It's still going to make the noise. And then I guess we'll take the right, like, hub off and stuff. And then if that checks out, we'll put it back together, probably with new seals. Because the seals are junk. And then it's still going to make the noise. So then to get to the rear end, we'll call it, you got to take the drive shafts out first to get the rear end out, which means the hubs have to come back off. So we're going to have to take it all back apart to keep exploring. Like we kind of, I don't want to say we had an argument about this, but we had a strong disagreement about this yesterday. It's like, what? Why would we put it back together when we haven't found the problem yet? I thought that was kind of silly. I don't know what y'all think about that, but I thought that was kind of weird. Like, I mean, it's Pops, and if he wants to put it back together, he's going to put it back together. That's fine. But I just thought that was kind of silly. Like, we haven't found the problem. Why are we putting it back together? But yeah. Our side-by-side that we have, Sean. It makes it grinds and like a popping noise sometimes too. Something in the drive train is very bad. So we haven't really used the thing much in a while, honestly. Dad would putt around like the farm with it, but he wouldn't take it like out to the highway to like you know, trim around the mailbox or something. So there's no point in having it if we can't use it, you know. Might as well get rid of it if we're not gonna use the thing. So, but I just thought it was funny. He's like, yeah, we'll just put it back together, and I was like, what? We should keep tearing into it until we find the problem. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I was fully prepared yesterday to pop the other hub off the right rear yesterday, and, you know, inspect it and stuff. And I mean, it could just be a bearing in there, you know. You never know until you take it apart. So I don't know. There's an auction coming up that he wants to go to, and it's at a auction yard, but it's a huge yard, and Pops can't walk at all. So the only way he would really go, I mean, he wants to go, would be to have his side-by-side. So I don't know. It sounds so bad though. It sounds so bad it's embarrassing to like be in public with it. Like, it's that bad. It's actually embarrassing. Just saying. It's bad. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we keep ripping and tearing, but we'll see. I'd like to, yeah, get that all torn apart. Find the problem. I want to find the problem. We did find a little bit. I think it was from like when they manufactured the hub. There was like a little piece that was missing that should be there, like a little part of the casting. I don't think that's causing our noise or anything, because it's not like it was in there and ground up. There's no metal in like in the bearing and stuff, so I'm assuming it broke out either during assembly or during manufacturing or something. I'd hate to hear what that part costs, so we're gonna run that part. Not a huge deal there, but yeah, I don't know. The problem is when you're driving the thing, you can't tell exactly where it's coming from. You know, you can just tell, okay, it's behind me. The noise, the awful noise is coming from behind. That's why we're tearing apart the rear end, you know? Oh, it could be the rear end. It could be the transmission. Yeah. Yeah. There's kind of like a transfer case in there too. So, although I think that might all kind of be the same thing, but yeah, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, no, what probably happened is a bearing has gone out, and depending on where said bearing is that has gone out, you know, then you start having other problems, right? So, Steven, what's going on, man? How you doing? You know, because you got to think in that rear end, you have a drive shaft coming into it. So there's going to be, what, probably 2 bearings for that. You've got other gears in there turning. There's going to be bearings for that. There's going to be bearings, you know. And we really haven't looked at that oil from the rear end. I mean, I checked it the other day. There is oil in the rear end, but I didn't examine the oil. I just put my finger there and I was like, yep, there's oil there, you know. That could be full of metal. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I don't know if Pops wants to put it back together. I guess we'll put it back together. Probably do that Sunday unless he does it before then. I don't know. But against my will. Let's put it that way. I'm against putting it back together. We'll see. I don't know if he can get, I think he was going to try to get some seals today. Well, yeah, if you find metal and oil, that's bad. Whenever you find metal and oil, it's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, yeah. And then one of the drive shafts, I think it's the drive shaft that goes to the front end, maybe from like the transfer case. There is a little bit of wobble in the 1U joint, but it's not bad. It's like a little tiny bit. Although that's with it in place. I haven't taken it off the machine to verify yet, but in place, it doesn't feel too bad. Well, yeah, because when you're sitting in the seat, the noise sounds like it's behind you. And then occasionally you'll get like a pop or a snap almost. And that definitely, you can feel it in the machine. It feels like it's behind you. So it's something rear end transfer case somewhere back there, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yep. Yep. I mean, yeah, you can keep running it the way it is. But God, it's terrible. It sounds so bad. I hate when there's a problem with something like running it when it's not, like when it sounds bad. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I can't stand it. So obviously we need to fix whatever is going on with it. You know what? Why did I need a tractor. This won't work. We mowed our alfalfa. What's the next step, chat? We need alignment. That's right. How'd you know? We must align. Oh, yeah. Oh, exactly, Joey. Yep. 100%. I agree. Yep. The other thing we might try to do, and I should have, should have maybe done this yesterday, is have it jacked up and try to just run it, see what it does. Like in the shop, you know, put it in 2-wheel drive and just run it. And then maybe you could figure out where the issues or the sounds coming from, you know. Brakes is more money, exactly, yeah. Yep. No, I don't know. I don't quite understand what Pops is thinking on the whole, like, oh, we'll just put it back together. It's like, we haven't found the issue yet. You know, again, we found like a seal that's dry rotted, but the bearing looks brand new that the seal is protecting. So that's not our problem. You know, the CV joints in that drive shaft are fine, we think. So that's not the problem. You know what I mean? Risky putting it back together, yeah. I just think it's a waste of time putting it back together. That's really where I'm at. I just think it's a waste of time. So, yeah. We'll open up rear end, yeah. Oh, buddy, GPS, hello. Got a mind of its own today, chat. Yeah. But, you know, again, if Pop says we're putting it back together, I guess I'll just shut up and put it back together. And then when we have to take it apart, I can be like, ah, I told you, you know. I wouldn't say that. Oh, man. I wouldn't actually say that to him, but it would be funny, you know. Drain the oil, look for metal. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that would probably be a clue of where an issue was, yeah. We just drained oil. I guess there's a drain on that rear end on that thing. I don't know. It's not like a name brand one. It's kind of off brand, so everything's a little weird. So yeah, everything about that thing's just a little off, if you know what I'm saying. But that's what you get for having an off brand side by side. I guess everything's a little off. So yeah. You got lunch finally. Nice. Yeah, there should be a drain somewhere. Oh boy. I might have to like break out the good old piece of cardboard and lay on the ground and find the drain on that thing. Because, you know, dirt floor kind of sucks to, you know, we keep cardboard laying around. Gotta keep cardboard. Although you can't, we cannot keep, like, if you have a, like, say a TV box. If you had a TV box, let's say, and you fold the thing in half. So you have 2 layers of cardboard, like cardboard touching cardboard, right? You cannot keep that around our farm like that. It'll be so full of the little brown spiders that like are bad for you. When you go to take and you open that cardboard up, it'll just be moving with them spiders. It's not good. Can you get parts for it? Yeah, we could get most of the parts for it, yeah. Yeah. Now, like, for the hub, you can't buy, like, the bearings and the seals separate. If you need a hub, you got to buy the whole assembly. They don't sell it separate. So we're not doing that. Because we just need seals. So Dad's he measured them with his thing yesterday, so I think he's gonna go. He probably found them online, to be honest. I haven't talked to him about it since yesterday, so. On a lift or something. Buddy, we're 2 rednecks in an old farm shed. We don't even got no lift. I got a tractor with a front end loader. Does that count? No, the thing's on jack stands right now, the rear end. I'll ender it up on its jack stands. That'd be fun. I used my airbag jack to jack the thing up because, you know, I can't use a regular jack, let's be honest. Just about every company's doing that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. But it's the seals anyway. I don't know exactly what size they were. I wasn't the one measuring them, but Pop said they're very common size seals. So, you know, Pop's has been around the like lawn and garden world a long time. That, you know, he knows that kind of stuff. I don't. He does. So I'm sure he found somewhere to pick them up. Be careful, the old jack stands don't want slippage. You know, I'm worth more dead than I am alive, so it's okay. It's okay for somebody, you know. Gosh, I am worth like way more dead than I am alive, but anyway, that's kind of a weird thing to say. A thing falls on you. Yeah, I think. Yeah. It would definitely ruin your afternoon. Yeah. I don't know about like, it might. Yeah. It would definitely ruin your day. You'd definitely be getting a really, well, you'd probably get a helicopter ride out of it, to be honest. Depending on how bad it is. And then be in debt for the rest of eternity because, you know, the helicopter rides aren't cheap. Is this data still good, by the way? It is. Okay. Yeah. Probably, yeah. I mean, I haven't been to that hospital in years. I've never been for me, but for other people. Don't really want to go back, I'll be honest, but nice people at the hospital, you know? I kind of do wonder though, and this is a side tangent here, side quest. Not really a quest, but anyway, I do kind of wonder. There was a lady that used to work at the hospital. She worked like the front desk, we'll say, which was not the front of the hospital, but it's where everybody had to walk through to, like, if you're gonna go visit somebody or whatever. She worked there. She's worked there for like ever, like my entire life. Like when my grandma was really sick and like back in, what year was that? 99. When grandma like was sick in the hospital and stuff, that lady was working then, already then in the hospital. And then like when mom was sick and stuff, she was still there. Like she worked there forever. I wonder if she still works there. She would be kind of getting old, but yeah. Receptionist. Yeah. Yeah. You'd walk in and, you know, she would help you like figure, like if you knew somebody's name but you didn't know what room they were in, she'd help you out with that. She would just greet you every morning. She's a nice lady. I'd usually, when mom was in the hospital for all that time and I would go every day, I would stop and, you know, have a brief conversation with her pretty much every morning unless she was busy like talking to somebody else. But for the most part, I'd stop and talk to her just a little bit, you know, how's your day kind of thing, you know. Just a nice thing you do. So, you betcha. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's popping? Although I will say, when you start like recognizing people at a hospital and like making small talk with people because you see them all the time, that's not good. It's actually incredibly bad. Because that just means you're at the hospital way too much. Because there was the front desk lady, there was the cafeteria lady, the lunch, we'll call her the lunch lady. She was really nice. That one day I went down there and my aunt and I were eating lunch and they had this big tray of mac and cheese. And my aunt was like, wow, that looks really good. I want some of that. And I was like, okay. So I got her some and I got a little container for me. And we get up to the cashier and she goes, oh, you guys got the mac and cheese? And we're like, yeah, it looked really good. And she goes, it's disgusting. I'll give it to you for free. She didn't charge us for the mac and cheese. And she was right. It was not good mac and cheese. That was probably the worst mac and cheese that I've ever had. Just saying. It was disgusting. There was that lady, and then there was the psychiatrist that I met in the cafeteria one day. And we would chat like a lot. Yeah. I kind of thought she was gonna like recommend I check in there for a while. That might be bad to say, but you know, it was a hard time in life, just saying. But she only worked with people like 55 and over, so I was safe. Despite what some people think, I'm not that old, okay? Just saying. But she was a nice lady. I would run into her like randomly out in the lobby or whatever too. We would always stop and have a little chat. And most of her thing was like, "You're still here? Your mom's still here?" I'm like, "Yeah, we haven't left yet." She was just surprised how long we were there for. So it was what was that? Was that 5 weeks we were there? I think she was in there for 5 weeks that time. I don't know. That was just part of that whole journey. So anyway, lime spreading, am I right? This is still cooking my GPU, by the way. There's no like active alfalfa. It's just, you know, nubs, and we're still cooking. So yeah, alfalfa might have to disappear once we can get a forage harvester. And honestly, they're all on the table as far as I'm concerned. Outside of John Deere, everything else is on the table for a possibility forage harvester. So yeah, we'll buy anything. The little front mount plate, or I don't care what brand it is. Honestly, if there was a header on here besides a John Deere, I'd probably pull the trigger on it. Just to have a header, I can always sell it later, you know? Yeah, I can always sell it later. All right, this will be our last pass. This field's done, and we can go fast time of day and see what's on sale tomorrow. See what's on sale. Never enough sale items. That's all I know. That is all I know. And actually, I think our shop. Well, there's some stuff there. Okay. Oh, I forgot I had that bigger lime spreader. Maybe we'll go. You know what? Let's go take this one to the shop while we have it hooked up. Let's go take this one and sell it. Hopefully something good. Yeah, maybe like a something good. Maybe like a old 2-cylinder John Deere. You know, goes cheap. Oh wait, I'm just manifesting for that auction I want to go to. You know, there's a John Deere Model B there, which is an old Johnny Popper. Okay, and it's got the spoked rims. It's on rubber tires, but it's the spoked rim, so it's like it's pretty old. I'm not sure of a year on it. It is a style B, so it's not that old, but I wouldn't mind having it, you know. I don't have a trailer to get it from the auction to the farm, but we could borrow one from where Tony works. Actually, I think he's told us before. I could probably call up Dad's old boss and see if I can borrow a trailer from him. He still has a couple trailers. He would let me borrow a trailer, so I have options. I just, you know, have to make a phone call or two. Problem is, those people at those auctions grossly overpay for that stuff, at least in my opinion. And that's why I haven't purchased a tractor from that auction. Every time I'm like, okay, I'm willing to spend this much, it goes for double. It's like, dang it. It just usually gets to a point where it's like, okay, you know, let's just throw out a rough number. Let's just say, you know, okay, this is my number, whatever, that I would be willing to spend. When it's like $500 over that is usually when I'm like, okay, I gotta stop. I can't. I'm not willing to pay that much money for that thing. Like, I'm just not. Maybe that's just me being cheap. I don't know, but I'm not. No. As I like to tell Tony a lot when, like, we bet on something and I don't get it. It's like, yep, my money lives to see another day. Oh goodness. But yeah, that stuff, it's just, I don't know what it is about an auction. Maybe people just like go there with like stuff to prove that they have more money than the next guy and they're gonna let you know of it, you know? I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy sometimes. They start the bid at what you're willing to pay. Tony, we've told this story before, but buddy Tony, he has this thing where he wants a side by side. He has no property to like drive it on. He doesn't have a trailer to move it around. He, for some reason, desperately wants to own a side by side. I don't know where he's going to keep it. I don't know where he's going to drive it, but anyway, he wants a side by side. So they had at that auction, that consignment sale, they had a fairly nice one. It was a Ranger 1000 or something. And they go over there and Tony literally, he had his checkbook in his hand, which that's kind of weird at an auction because you don't pay when you got to go up front and pay. But he like had his checkbook ready in his pocket. He had his number ready, his bidder number. And they start the bidding. They're like 12,000. And Tony looks at me and just shakes his head and starts walking away. That thing went for like 21 or something, or 20,000 or something. And he's like, I would have given him 1,000 for it. It was hilarious. He was so like amped up and so excited to bid on this thing. And then when it started at like 12 grand, he just immediately walked away. It's like, yep, that happens. That definitely happens. Or that last auction we went to, I don't know what these guys were doing, but there was, like a 3-point hitch box blade. There were a couple of them, and I was interested in them. And so I kind of told Tony a number. I was letting him bid because he enjoys it. He was having fun. So I told him a number. And so he was bidding it up. And then after it sold, we went online and you could have bought a brand new one from the place that sells them, could have bought a brand new one for like $200 more. And the one that was there was kind of beat up, it was well used. It's like you could have walked in and bought a brand new one for $200 more. Like, y'all are ridiculous at these auctions. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy at this one auction we go to. So it is fun to see like how much stuff goes for and like just who's buying what. Like, the auctions are very enjoyable. In my opinion, I do enjoy going to the auctions, but they get crazy with their bids, man. It's wild. And then like half the people that are at these auctions, they're not buying anything to use it. They're buying it to turn around and sell it on Marketplace. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. BTO farmers, bid things. Most of this is like, I don't know how many farmers are actually at this sale. It's mostly like older guys. Like, there's one older guy, the man has a walker. He can barely walk. But if there's a smaller antique tractor like Alice, Deere, like older case tractors, Farmall, anything like that, he buys it. And the man can barely walk. And he must have a collection the hell doesn't have it. I would love to see his collection. Hopefully someday it'll come up on an auction, to be honest. But his collection must be just unreal. The amount of stuff he has. Okay, we have a Kloss head on sale, by the way. We probably should buy that Kloss head. Since we're not allowed to buy the deer, we should probably, oh yeah. Chad, I can move my bales with this. I could feed my cows with this. Obviously not. But yeah, hopefully someday his collection comes up for sale because I'd love to see it all. It must be unreal the amount of stuff he has. Because I'm fairly new to the auction game, like actually going to consignment sales and stuff. Like I've only been going, what's it been? A year and a half maybe or something since we started going to those. And I bet I've seen him buy 40 tractors in that year and a half. That one sale, there was one sale. It wasn't a consignment sale. It was like a person's auction, but they had it at the auction yard. I bet that man bought 20 tractors on that one sale. It's just unreal. Unreal. We need to fertilize the alfalfa. We're going to go ahead and keep the alfalfa, obviously, until I get the harvester, and then we'll pull the trigger on it. But, yeah. Interesting. But yeah, I'd love to see that guy's collection. Maybe I should talk to him at the sale and be like, hey, I like old tractors. Can I come see your old tractor collection? He's an F1 driver? Okay, hey, I'll be honest, I didn't know who that was. I don't partake in the F1, sorry. Sorry. I mean, I watched part of that first Vegas Grand Prix. Does that count? The first one. I watched part of that with the guys in TeamSpeak, and then I was really tired, and I totally muted my microphone so they didn't hear me snoring. Because I told them, I was like, yeah, I'll totally watch that race. Yeah. And then promptly fell asleep while watching the race, but I was still there. I might have been there more in like spirit, but I was there, you know. I was there, so yeah. It was a good time. Used to be the Red Bull driver, but he retired. I wonder if he has wings, because Red Bull gives you wings, you know. Just saying. Red Bull gives you... I don't think it actually gives you wings. I think that's false advertising, by the way. Obviously. Oh, man. I don't know if I've ever... Maybe when they first came out, I've ever even actually had a Red Bull. I think when they were brand new. I remember drinking one and thought, this is disgusting. And I was an energy drink guy back then, too. I would drink Monsters and all that stuff. Lots of, especially the white Monsters, the sugar-free ones. I used to drink those things like they were water. We would buy it by the case at like Sam's Club, and I think I was drinking like 3 or 4 of those 16 ounces a day there for a while. It probably shortened my life by a couple of years. To be completely honest, so much caffeine. But, you know, you gotta live, right? Once in a while. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I should probably start my milk wagon back up now that we fast-timed a little bit, huh? Should probably start that guy back up. Do that here in a minute. Alright, this should be our last pass here. We don't have any other work to do yet. We are going to have that barley soon, but that's another day away. Another day. And we'll be harvesting barley for a while. When actually we have a draper head, we don't have to swath it. Yeah, I think we'll run the Draper on the combine. I'll actually run the combine. That way I can use auto drive for my auger wagons, as it just works better. Although I don't have auto drive set up over there, so I'll do that too. Which that's fine. It takes 2 seconds. All right, let's go park the sprayer. Kind of digging the sprayer. I said this the other day too, but it's not bad. I don't know why I didn't. Oh God. Okay. All right, we're going this way. I feel like on Riverbend I had some kind of issue with it, but I don't remember what it was. That's why I really never used the sprayer. Yeah. I think it might have been user error, to be honest, on my part. And yes, I have 4 different spraying. It's fine. Never enough sprayers, right? Never enough, chat. All right, no whammy. Something good. Something good. I don't know what something. Well, we need a forage harvester. Beyond that, I don't really know what else we need. I think we're in pretty good shape otherwise. Oh, wait, what? That's a smaller head. I think we could still buy it, but. So we do have 2. Well, we haven't even checked our pigs yet today. Feed a herd of cows taco bell. You can have a pasture full of sprayers. Oh gosh. So we got the Kloss all crop head. Interesting. Ooh. Ooh, chat. We're buying that. Oops. Go back in there. We gotta finish the scroll here, if you will. Now, I think that's gonna be it. There is another garden planter on sale. That might not be a bad thing to have, actually, right? We definitely increase our planting capabilities. It's still not the planter that we want, because of course we want the what's it called? The Kinsey. But that would definitely help us plant a lot faster. It's ours. We bought it. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? What's popping? And then we should have our barley should be ready too, right? Yeah. Okay, barley's ready. The cows, they still have a bunch of milk, which we need to restart that here in a minute. The pigs are doing great. We have a round of pigs to sell. Okay. Let's do that right now. Because we like selling the pigs and making that cash. We like that. So here we go. Goodbye, piggies. Hello, money. And in another 5 months, we'll have another. Ooh, that'll be 500 to sell too. Even better. Heck yeah. Where's my... Surely he's sitting here and just not showing the map, right? Oh, he's not. Uh-oh. Oh, this guy's still going. I didn't realize this guy was going. Oh, that's right. I haven't restarted the server since I was on here Tuesday. Okay. They just don't show on the map. If you have auto drive running and you leave the server and come back in, they don't show. 1.2 in a few months. Yeah. That's right. These are the same. They're both these are the same combine now. We have 2 of the big ones. All right. Well, let's get stuff moving for our harvest, shall we? We got some barley to harvest, so might as well get after it. Somewhere back over here, I think. Yeah, we have our header. slap this on the combine and send it to the field and get some, oh, we need to set up for an auger wagon over there, so get that going too. I'm not going to swath it this time. The swathing's fine, but I don't know. I want to run Draper this time. Yeah. I want to do this. So what I'm actually thinking about is what if we put a truck loading spot here on auto drive? We change auto drive. So instead of being down here kind of southeast corner, what if we move it up here and then it's both fields 3 and 4? Because if you guys recall, we kind of talked about maybe plowing together 3, 4, maybe 5. I don't know if I would do 5. I would probably do 3. I don't know. It's a weird shaped field though is the problem. You know, whereas like this would be perfect. 24, 25, 26, 27. That would be a perfect field, right? Or even 17 and 16 and 17 here would be perfect. I don't know about this. Welcome in. What's going on? But I'm thinking about redoing that auto drive there. Because why not? Why not? Actually, we probably just need our big grain carts today. We don't need them little ones too. Only gonna run the one combine. Although technically, hold on, wasn't there? Okay, so that's what's the header that we bought? Which one did we buy, chat? We bought the 50, which is 16 meters, and that is a 13.8 meter head. That wouldn't be bad maybe to pick up for the second combine for right now. Then we could run 2 combines because we have 2 fields. That wouldn't be terrible, right? I could run one, course play the other guy. It matches our combine too. So we'll do that. Pick that up, and then I don't think we'll need a header cart for that. So then we might need our smaller grain carts too. At least one of them. Make that turn. Oh man, that looked like a professional doing that. Wow. Almost looked like I knew what was going on, right? All right, so for now, we're just gonna yeet everything to 3, including the trucks, and then I'm gonna set up some different auto drive down there for sure. Hey, you need to be on hauling a grain cart there, buddy. Most definitely. All right, we'll grab a big grain cart with this. We'll grab a grain cart with our 1050. That might be all we need. Well, I might get the other. We have 4 grain carts. We should probably send them all, right? Gotta catch up. It's not a 1050, by the way, but close enough. 1038 or 938 or whatever it is. Right. Down to the field. Ooh, actually, though, if I want to chat, do I want to pick up all that straw? Because if I want to pick up the straw, I'm going to be honest, I'd probably rather just course play the combines at that point. Because that's a lot to have to pay. I mean, hold on. I think I saw something that might help. Oh, I let it. Dig it. Bobby. There was one of those modded loading wagons before. Dang it. Should have bought it. Oh, well.